my YouTube channel. Today's video is an awesome suggestion from my friend Kelly. She said you should do a video about a BJD emergency kit, and I was like, that's a great idea because I actually have a doll emergency kit at home, and so I thought I would do that. It's funny though because we were chatting and I used to have my doll emergency kit in a black tackle box, and so we were talking about it and I said that black tackle box is way too ugly and way off brand for me, so I've got to find something else. So I found this really cute purple caboodles that I am now using as my doll emergency kit, and I will leave a link below in the comments to buy your own if you want one of these, and if you purchase it, it does help my channel, so I appreciate it if you click any of the links below to purchase these items. So let's see what's inside. Alright, this is my emergency kit, and I have a lot of stuff crammed inside of here. So first of all, in this top drawer, you're going to see I've got paper clips. Paper clips are super important when you are taking hands or feet off of a BJD. They help hold stringing in place. They do all sorts of things because you can bend them with your hands. So if you need, you know, a certain level of flexibility, they can provide that. I also have a chopstick, or usually I have more chopsticks, but I haven't gotten takeout in a while, so I need to get some takeout so I can get some more chopsticks because they're also good when you're doing stringing projects. Then I've got these, I can't remember what they're called. I want to say they're called wing nuts maybe. And these are used when restringing vinyl dolls. And if you want to see me use these in action, you can check out my video where I restring a Magic Addict doll, and I'll leave the link to that below, and I go through an entire vinyl doll restringing in that video. So that's there. Then I have a lot of hair accessories here. So I do have my hemostats. You guys have heard me talk about my hemostats over and over again. They are some of the most important tools you can have in any doll tackle box or doll toolbox. They are, I mean, they're probably my #1 tool. If I could only have one tool in this box, that would probably be it. We'll talk about another one in just a minute. I also have rubber bands because rubber bands disintegrate a lot in doll hair, especially vinyl dolls. So I use these more on vinyl. Also the little braces rubber bands. So these are from when I had braces when I think I was 13 years old, and I still have them. I've saved them all this time, and you can see they're little colored bands that you use for braces. So I don't even know if they still give these kids these anymore, but I've kept them all this time because I use them once in a while for doll stuff. I don't know if you can buy them, but if you can get a hold of these teensy weensy rubber bands, they're really useful for doll stuff, for doll hair and doing little detailed things with your dolls. What is that? Galapagos giant tortoise. But it shows on the back American Orthodontics. I've never even paid attention to what that package looked like. I also have in my toolkit in the hair section, I have a wig brush. And I'll leave a link to this one or one similar to it below. I think I got this one, I can't remember if I bought it on Amazon or if I got it at Sally Beauty Supply, but it is nice to have a wig brush. If you don't want to use a wig brush on like a really well-made artist wig, but like if you have a Monique wig or a factory produced wig, these are great for that. They're also great for vinyl dolls. So that's what I have in the hair section of my toolkit. Now I also have in my toolkit, I have some Moleskine. So Moleskine is good for a variety of things. Some people use it for sueding, and you guys might have seen the video I did just a couple days ago about hot glue sueding. But this is also good to help keep wigs on. So you can cut a strip of this if you don't have a silicone wig cap, and you can kind of form it around your doll's head, and it'll help give the wigs some grip when you're putting a wig on so that the wig doesn't slide right off, because resin can be very slick. And if you're putting a wig on, they can just slide off sometimes. So this can help with that. So I've got some Moleskine for that. Also got a tape measure. What am I trying to say? You can use this for so many things. So measuring heads to find out wig sizes, using it to measure heights, using it to measure foot length if you're trying to buy shoes and your doll has an unusual shoe size. Also, this was my friend Kelly's recommendation, is a pair of safety scissors. So she said that she has a pair of safety scissors that she uses for cutting bubble wrap, and you guys have seen me fumble with opening bubble wrap on dolls that I get new, and so I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy a pair of these. They're actually called Bandage Scissors, and what it does is it has this really blunt end so you don't cut yourself, and that's also great for cutting bubble wrap on a doll because it's not sharp, so it's not going to scratch your doll if you accidentally bump it. So I'm looking forward to using those for the first time, maybe sometime next week if I get a new doll in. We'll see. Okay, also in my kit, silicone earplugs. The silicone earplugs are for putting eyes into BJDs. I also use them for helping hold wigs down. For my high-heeled shoes, for my Pasha Pasha, I use these to hold her shoes on the bottom of her feet. I also use them on some dolls that have weaker magnets on their faceplates. You can put a little dab of this in between the faceplate and the head, and it'll help hold that on. Magic Eraser. Magic Eraser is the #2 most important tool in my toolbox. And I run through these like crazy. They're great for cleaning things. They're great for cleaning vinyl. They're great for cleaning resin. Just don't rub it over paint, because if you rub it over paint, it takes the paint off. This is like a micro fine grit sandpaper. And if I had to pick between the Magic Eraser and the Hemostats, it'd be really tough. I'd probably still go with the Hemostats, but the Magic Eraser is a very close second, because ever since these things came into my life, probably 15 years ago, they are just like, they clean so well, especially because I get a lot of vinyl dolls, or I used to when I was going out. I get a lot of vinyl dolls at thrift stores and the flea market and stuff like that, and this helps take that grime right off. Also in my kit, I have various lengths of string, and I buy these from Dolls Part Supply, and this is for, like, the heavier gauge would be for restringing a vinyl doll, and the smaller gauge would be for restringing a BJD. So I just like to have this on hand for whatever reason, and you guys, if you've watched any of my recent videos, you know I don't like to restring anymore very much because it is time consuming and it's not the most fun thing to do, but I do have the string in case. I actually had a doll this morning that her stringing fell apart. Luckily I was able to salvage the string that she had, so I didn't have to use this, but if I needed to, I have it here. I've also got glue sticks in my kit. I've got my glue gun with the precision tip, which you've seen me talk about, and I'll link below. This is great with the precision tip because it's good for doing really tiny detailed stuff, because remember, when you're doing doll stuff, it's often going to be at doll scale, and so having that precision tip really helps with that sort of thing. And then I've got a bag of odds and ends. So in this bag I've got some springs, which this is used a lot in vinyl dolls for different reasons. I've got some clamps, and you would use these clamps when you're restringing a doll. You would want to clamp these around the string and the wing nut or a tension cup or whatever. And I honestly don't even remember where I got these, so I couldn't tell you. I've got some washers. And these are just various little bits and pieces that I have left over from other restringing projects, and I've just held on to them because you never know when you might need these things one day. But these are the things that are in my basic toolkit for dolls, and it's not just BJDs. I use it for other dolls, but all of these things really could apply to BJDs, because a lot of dolls are very similarly constructed. The engineering is a lot the same. So I really enjoy having this at my fingertips, because I know where everything is. If I want to find something, I can just go grab it. It's here in my box, and it makes things super easy for me because I know where my stuff is. That's the thing, is knowing where your stuff is when you need it. So this is what I would call my doll emergency kit, or my doll toolbox. And like I said, I'll leave links to everything below. Is there something that you use for your doll kit that I didn't mention here? Please let me know in the comments below, because I always love learning new tricks for doll repair and doll maintenance and keeping my dolls clean and stuff like that. So would love to hear if there's anything, or if you've learned anything new that you think you might grab, let me know in the comments below. I will leave in the description box, I will leave links to all these products, and anything that you click on and choose to buy does help my channel, so I appreciate that very much. And if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and we will see you in the next video. Bye bye.